Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Rutika. Hello? Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
So we can start. So yesterday we saw various type of jigs. I also told you what are the important types of jigs. Some students are joining. I'll just wait for another 1 or 2 minutes and then we can start. Amog into. So one small video. The screen is visible, isn't it, Rutika? Hello,
Yes,
Rutika.
yes, sir.
Screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
So this is a small video on drilling machine. This is a workpiece which is clamped in a vise. This is called as a vise. This is a workpiece which is clamped in a vise. Now, as I told, you have to do marking. If you are not using jig, then every piece you have to do the marking like this. First, you have to apply percussion glue on the surface so that the marking will be visible. Then you have to center punch, and then you have to use the center drill and then followed by a drill. So if you are not using drill jig, then you have to do all this process. If you are using drill jig, then this is not required. This is your coolant. This is a drill. This is called the drill chuck. This is your workpiece, and these are called as the parallel blocks on which the workpiece is kept. Now you have to see that whatever hole you are drilling, it will pass through. So that means the drill is not going to touch any blocks or any other pieces which is kept below the workpiece. So there has to be a clear hollow portion so that drill will not touch or drill will not get damaged or drill will not break. So that care you have to take. So this is how the drilling takes place. These are the chips which are coming out of the flute. The function of the flute is to guide the chips, to remove the chips. If the flutes are not there, then there is no way for the chips to come out. The chip will get blocked and then the drill will break because of the chip force. This is how the chips are coming out. One more short video. Same it is, but in close up. This is how the chips come out. This is for the dry cutting. We are not using any coolant here. Some images, drill images, and how the drill machine looks like. I'll show you one by one. Just have a close look on this image because this is important from your examination point of view. This image. The question that will be asked for 5 marks.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, Dimple Solanki wants to join in.
Yes. Mm, just wait a minute. Now nobody is waiting. I think. So this is what I was showing. The question that will be asked that will be show the drill nomenclature. So just have a look on this before you proceed. So the important parameters are point angle, and generally it is from 10. It varies from 105 to 120 degree depending upon the material to be cut. If the material to be cut is soft, then we go for the smaller angle. If the material to be cut is hard, then we go for the smaller angles. I told ulta. And if the material to be cut is hard, then we go for smaller. For the soft material, the angle should be more, and for the hard material, the angle should be small. This is very important. Then another parameter is lip length. This these are called as the lip. So how much is the lip length? Then land. The land is nothing but this straight portion, and you can see. So this diagram is important. Land is nothing but the straight portion, and there is a relief here. There is a relief here, right? Then you have another important parameter that is called as the web thickness. This is what is your web thickness is, and clearance diameter and body diameter. So body diameter is nothing but from here to here, and clearance diameter is this. So these are the important parameters for your drill nomenclature. So questions that will be asked will be draw the sketch of drill and give the important parameters. Another question that is drill machine specifications. I have told you earlier the drill machine is specified by the maximum size of the drill which can be hold. As I told many times, you will hear, अरे मेरे पास पौने का ड्रिल है, मेरे पास एक का ड्रिल है, मतलब I have a drilling machine which will hold 1 inch का drill. I have a drilling machine which will hold पौना inch का drill. That is the maximum size, and maximum size that can be drilled is 75 mm. You cannot drill more than 75 mm. Then you have to go for some special techniques, and that machine is called as the gun drilling machine. Hmm. In our normal radial drilling machine, it is not possible to drill more than 75 mm, because the thrust forces are very big, and advanced technology is required. So that is what is nothing but the gun drilling is. This is how it will look like, your twist drill diagram. I'll zoom it. Sorry.
So Arnold wants to join in too.
Just a minute. He always comes late. Why?
So I don't know why even Dimple is constantly
Hmm.
trying.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. 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 I already admitted, no? Okay. Okay. Fine. I'm in the lecture. Yeah, I'm in the lecture now. Yeah. I'll admit you. Alright. Just hold on. Just hold on. I cannot see you waiting. Yes. Just join again, please. Problem is I can't see anyone waiting. Everybody has been admitted. Have you put the code properly? Link this, then there should not be any issue. Yeah, please. Yeah, please try again. I can't see anyone waiting. Stop sharing again.
Sir, I think you should restart again because yesterday the same thing happened to me also. Me and Madhvendra, same thing.
There are
When
19
you,
students who will
sir,
join.
but when you restarted the system, na, we
Hmm.
were in.
Okay. Can you just try again?
So I'll inform them.
Yeah. Just inform them to try again. Because just now Dimple was talking to me. Or else I'll have to start again then.
She told she did.
She didn't?
Yeah, she did try again, but it's not coming only.
Still not. Wait then. Huh? I'll restart then. I'll restart.
She, अरे सर लॉग आउट हुए कि नहीं?
अरे हम क्यों लॉग आउट हो जाए सर, वापस ज्वाइन करेंगे नहीं सर।
नहीं, हम लोग की बात नहीं कर रहा, सर हुए ना, हाँ। अब मेरे इसमें अभी गए भी।
सर फास्ट है, अपने
मेरा
बहुत
नेट ही
फास्ट है।
स्लो है। मेरा नेट स्लो है भाई।
You can hear, no? Shall we continue?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Same diagram, the earlier, like earlier only, it's the same diagram. Uh, I will suggest that you can use this diagram. You can use this diagram, which is more clear and it is easy also to draw this drilling machine. The image loading is taking time. It depends upon the internet connectivity also. It's taking time to load. You'll have to hang on. So this is what a typical drilling machine will look like, and this machine is called as the radial drilling machine. Now you have to see how the movements are carefully. This is, if at all, if the question is asked, sketch the drilling machine, then you have to sketch this. This is what this diagram is expected. This is a table. This is what your spindle is, in which the drill is hold. This is the handle for moving this up and down. Then you have a motor here. This motor, of course, receives the drive from the electric supply. Then this is your gearbox. This motor is connected to gears, and then finally through the gears, the drive is transmitted to the spindle. All right. Now, how many movements are there? This drill head, this drill head can move like this way. So this is one movement. Again, this is called the quill, or this is called the drill or a sleeve. It can move up and down. All right. That is when you are doing drilling, you have to move this up and down. And this arm, this is called as the arm. This arm can be again moved up and down on this screw. So this is the motor. Once this motor rotates, the motor is geared and then it is connected to the screw. So when the motor rotates, this gear rotates, then this screw rotates. When this screw rotates, this arm is mounted on this screw, so that moves up and down. Okay. So you have to position depending upon the height of the workpiece, which is mounted on this, and then once it is positioned, you have to lock this arm and then perform the drilling. Now, why this is for the radial drilling machine? Why the term radial? Why not only drilling machine? Because this entire arm can swell, that is can rotate, hmm, about this axis. So this acts as a hinge or this as a rivet. This entire arm can rotate about this axis. That means it can accommodate even the larger piece workpiece, or even if you keep the workpiece here, the drilling is possible. So that's why it is called as the radial drilling machine. All right. Yeah. This is a belt-driven drilling machine. Belt-driven drilling machine. Nobody uses this because this is not accurate, because I have been telling that there will be loss, speed loss. So in case of belt-driven machine, the drive comes like this. These are the pulleys. This is a belt. These are the driver. This is the driven pulleys. So when this rotates, this pulley rotates. These pulleys are fixed to the shaft. Then this shaft rotates. These are two gears. These gears are called as the bevel gear. So this gear is mounted on this shaft. When this rotates, this also rotates. They are connected in 90 degree. When this gear rotates, this is connected to this shaft. So this shaft will rotate. And this is how the drill will rotate. Alright. And then it can be moved up and down with the help of this handle. This is used for lighter jobs, because the entire table and so the workpiece which is mounted on the table is moved up and down. That means what, the workpiece is moving up and down, so it cannot take heavier workpiece. Whereas in radial drilling machine, there is no movement to the workpiece, so workpiece is directly kept on the floor or on the table, and the table is kept on the floor, which is not so. Here the table is moving on the lid screw, isn't it? So the weight of the workpiece will be determined by the diameter of this lid screw. So this is used for the lighter machines. Yeah. Then this diagram we have seen, these are the vices, and this I showed you some videos also here. I have uploaded a few more notes on broaching machine as well as on milling machine. So whenever you get time, please go through it. And if you have any difficulties, you can always, ask me. I wanted to maximize this, but it is not. Okay. This is what is called as the drill jig. This is a drill jig, and these are the holes which are drilled using this drill jig. So the advantage of the drill jig, that no marking required, and it is used for mass production, mm, and it will do the number of holes, the workpiece after workpiece or the job after job. So the production rate is very high. So that gives you accuracy as well as that gives you a good quality also. Among the different type of drill jigs, this is channel drill jig. Again, this is what you are seeing, that is called as the drill bush. Now from this your drill is passed, and this is kept on the table of the drilling machine. So you have to simply pass the drill through this. No need of marking, no need of center punching. Once the drilling is done, then just loosen this knob, remove this plate. This plate will rotate along this hinge. This is what is your hinge is. So swell this, remove the components, remove the chips. Just give a air blow so that the chips will be removed, and then place another component. Again, swell this work plate. Alright, lock it with the help of knob, and then carry on the drilling operation. So very fast. This is how it looks like. This is what is called as the jig plate. The component is here. This is the component. This is a jig plate. What is shown by yellow color? What is shown by yellow color? This is jig plate, and these are the bushes, jig bush or drill bush, which are hardened. I have been telling, and the drill is passed through this. If it is soft, then this will get damaged. It will become oversized, and then accuracy will be lost. So you have to just remove this knob. This is the swell, or this is the hinge. Rotate this, swell this plate, remove the component, air blow, remove the chips, place another component, and the cycle repeats. So channel jig is also easy to draw. Now here, how many holes you can drill here? One, two, and three. One more from the side. But remember, all these jigs are used for smaller jobs which can be handled manually. Manually, you can handle easily up to 5 kg workpiece. These are called as the locators. So now the component gets located along these buttons, and you are using this clamp. So every time, pieces after pieces, you will get same position of the drill. This is how the drills can be held in the drilling machine. Drill chuck is the most popular. This is the knurling provided on the drill chuck. So you can tighten it by hand also. The knurling is used to give a good grip. If you want to tighten it still, harder, then you can use the key. This is called the drill chuck key. So either you can do manually, or you can finally you can do it with the key, so that the drill gets tightened properly. These are called as the jaws, small jaws. So once when you rotate this, all the three jaws collapse inside simultaneously. If you rotate the key ulta, then this will open, and then drill can be removed easily. You have another way of holding the drills, which is called as the drill sleeve and drill socket. So this comes under the drilling machine accessories. So here drill chuck can hold only parallel shank drill. You know what is shank. Shank is nothing but the round portion of the drill, and not the fluted portion. See, the entire drill is divided into two parts. One is fluted and another is round. So the round portion, if the drill shank is round, that is called as the parallel shank round straight drill, then you can use the drill chuck. But normally the drills which are more than 15 mm, they don't have round shank. In that case, the shank is taper. In that case, the shank is taper. So in such cases, you have to use drill socket or drill sleeve. Drill socket or drill sleeve. So you have to fix up the drill from bottom manually, and then this taper shank goes inside the spindle of the drill machine. All right, and then you have to hammer little bit from the down with the help of a wooden plank so that the drill gets fixed up properly. Now, how to remove? In order to remove, you use a drift, or we use a drift. Drift is nothing but a taper piece. That drift you have to insert into this slot and you have to just push it so the drill falls down. Of course, you have to take care that you have to hold the drill manually by hand. Otherwise, moment to insert the drift and you push it, the drill will fall down and will get damaged. So that's why you have to hold the drill firmly. Of course, when you are holding the drill, be careful. Otherwise, the flutes will cut your hand. So either you use a gloves for holding the drill, or you use some kind of a cloth in your hand and hold the drill so that your hands are safe. Always remember you have to take safety. So here there are two safety aspects I told. That one thing is that you have to take care that drill should not fall down, and second thing is your hand should not get cut because the drill edges are sharp. So either use gloves or use some cloth to hold the tool. All right, and remember if you are trying to remove the drill, moment the drilling is done, the drill is also in hot condition also. Drill gets heated also, so your hand may get burned. So play safe whenever you are working on any rotating machines. This is how it will look like. Photograph. This is Jacob. Jacob is the name. These are teeth. These are the teeth, and you have a chuck key here, which you have to insert in this hole. This is also called the teeth. Now these teeth are not spur, are not helical gear. These teeth are the type of the bevel gear, and these are called the crown and crown wheel. This teeth comes under the category of crown and crown wheel. That is used in differential gearbox in case of automobiles. Same principle, crown and crown wheel. And these are the jobs which moves inside and outside. This is called the three-jaw self-centering chuck. Three-jaw self-centering chuck. Why it is called the self-centering? Because moment you insert the key, all the three jaws will move inside and it will move out simultaneously. This is how your drill chuck will look like. This is called as the drill chuck, or it can be also called as the geared drill chuck. Why it is called the geared drill chuck? Because of the teeth. But normally it is simply called as the drill chuck. These are the drill sleeve and these are the drill socket. Now there is a difference between the socket and drill sleeve, which is generally asked for the 2 marks. Generally asked for the 2 marks. What is the difference between the drill sleeve and the drill socket? So drill socket directly goes inside the spindle of the drill machine. Remember, and drill sleeve goes inside the drill socket. Remember. So drill sleeve is an intermediate piece between your drill and the drilling machine. Drill sockets are always larger or bigger than drill sleeve. Drill socket is generally used to hold the drill sleeve, and drill sleeve is used for holding the drills. So it's act as an agent or an intermediate piece between your drill and the drilling machine. See what happens whenever you have to use say 15 mm drill having a taper. Then, and in case if your drill machine spindle has got a larger bore, then you cannot directly hold that 15 mm drill inside the drilling machine. So in that case, you have to use a drill socket which goes inside the drill machine, and then you have to use a drill sleeve which goes inside this socket, and then your drill can be inserted here. If it is larger drills like say 35 mm or 50 mm, then that can be directly inserted inside the drill machine. So these are the intermediate pieces which are used in case of smaller drills. So as I told, deep hole drilling, like suppose if the length of the holes to be drilled is more like injection molding machines, screw and barrel. So injection molding machine, the barrels are quite long, you know, 10 feet long, 15 feet long. You can imagine, 15, sometimes even, 20 feet long. 20 feet long means how much? 6 feet generally, the height of the, if you consider the height of the person, then 6 6 6 like more than three persons, that much. So in that case, if you want to do drilling, hmm, then the problem is, first problem is that which drill to use. That is, you cannot have drill such a long drill, like suppose 20 feet long drilling. So you should have a drill length more than 20 feet. That is one thing. Second thing is diameter to length ratio. Like I want to now 20 feet. I want to drill 50 mm. So L by D ratio is very high. So the drill will break. You cannot manufacture also. And third is how to remove the chips. Generally, the L by D ratio is should not be more than 4 or 5. 4 is safe. That means if the L by D ratio, that means what? Length to the diameter ratio. That means if it is 25 mm drill, it can do safely drilling up to 100 mm. This is a typical, question which is asked for the 2 marks. That means if it is 1 inch dia drill, it should be used to drill up to a depth of 4 inch only, not more than 4 inch, or maximum 5 times, that is up to 5 inch. Above that, it is dangerous. So in such cases, when the drill depths are more, that time you use deep hole drilling. Deep hole drilling is also called as the gun drilling. Is also called as the gun drilling machine. Deep hole drilling is also called as the gun drilling machine. But deep hole drilling is not there in your syllabus. Right? Anybody is interested, then he can, read this. But from examination point of view, you don't have to learn this. All right. I have given enough material on gun drilling. These drills are also called as the twist drill. Why it is called the twist drill? Because the flutes are twisted. The flutes on the drill are twisted. I'll show you. Mhm. This is the principle of gun drilling machine. So in gun drilling machine, you can go, 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet. These are the special kind of drills called as the gun drills. So in which there is a passage from the inside. This is what is your hollow tube, and the cutting portion is at the front only, and it's a hollow inside, so that your chips can can flow from inside and can fall down. So your pressurized coolant goes from outside and chips comes from inside. So this is how the gun drilling works. Remember, in case of drilling, you have to take care of chips. Chips has to be removed properly. If the chips are not removed, then it will fail. Hmm. this is a complete arrangement, of the gun drilling machine. That is how to, uh, recirculate the coolant, and how to remove or how to separate the chips out of the coolant, because there has to be some kind of mechanism, because the coolant is also returning from the center. So there has to be some kind of mechanism in which your coolant as well as chips can be separated. All right. Again, not in this, not important from examination point of view, or rather I will say not in the syllabus. Hmm. Since it is very important application, I showed you. This is how a typical gun drilling machine will look like. Remember, gun drilling machines are always horizontal. The gun drill moves in horizontal direction. The workpiece, the huge or long workpieces are mounted here, and then drilling is done. Suppose if you don't have gun drilling machine, then how to do? Uh, if you visit Ashirwad Industrial Estate in Goregaon, Ram Mandir Road, you will see many, um, machine shops doing this kind of drilling, that is long drilling, but they are not using gun drilling machine. They do it on conventional drilling machine only, horizontal type. What they do first, they use a smaller drill in the length, smaller drill in the length, like say half feet. Then to that drill they brace a round bar, and then they go 1 feet deep. Then again they use 2 feet round bar, that is they brace a 2 feet round bar to the drill, and they go 2 feet long inside. So like that, step by step. And then they rotate or they reverse the component. Like suppose if they want to, if you have to do 20 feet drilling, then 10 feet from one side and 10 feet from other side, like how we do tunnel. Tunnel also is a kind of a drilling operation, isn't it? So if you want to do tunneling very fast drilling, then from both the sides, like from Bombay to Delhi, so we'll start tunneling from Bombay, simultaneously we'll start from Delhi also, and they are perfectly matched. There is no misalignment. So same way, these peoples, they do the drilling operation for the longer holes. This is what is your gun drilling machine is. Boring and trepanning. Now boring means enlarging the hole. So this is the tool which is used for boring. These are the inserts. These are the inserts which are used for boring. Trepanning, I'll show you the sketch, then only you'll understand. But trepanning is a kind of a drill machine, uh, to cut a annular sleeve in a job. To cut a annular sleeve in a job. You'll understand when you look at the sketch. And whereas the boring is nothing but to use or to enlarge the existing hole. Like I had given example, if I want to make a hole of say 35.84, then I don't have drill. So what I do, I use a drill of 35, and then from 35 to 35.84 I do boring. So boring can be done by this kind of tool, or you can use boring bar. Normally we don't use this, we use boring bar, and generally we do it on the boring machine. But if you want to do the boring operation on drilling machine, then we are not supposed to use boring bar. In that case, we have to use this tool. This is called the boring and trepanning tool. Remember, in case of drilling machine, you have to always apply the force vertically, like this in z axis. The drill machines, and this is what is called as the thrust force. The drilling machines are designed only for taking the thrust force and not for any other force. So if you are using boring bar, if you are using boring bar, then if you are using boring bar, then you have radial force along with the thrust force. So radial drilling machines or drilling machines are not designed to take the radial force. The drilling machines are designed only to take the thrust force in z direction. So that's why you are not supposed to do any operations other than Z axis. Remember on drilling machine, this is a boring bar. This is what a boring bar is, and this is a tip or this is a point huh, which does the cutting or which enlarges the hole. This is how it will look like a typical boring bar. Now this tip can be moved in and out so that the hole sizes hmm, can be varied. You have fixed boring bar also. Fixed boring bar means that it will do only the boring bar is set only for 25.5 for example. So it will do only 25.5. Yeah. But if I want to do 25.6 then what? So for that you should have some flexibility. You should have some flexibility. So, so in that case we don't go for fixed boring bar. This is again a gun drill. This is again a gun drill and not a boring bar. So gun drill, uh, this portion is going to cut. This portion is going to cut. And look at this. The size of this is smaller than this. And this is the flute through which your chips are flowing. BTA drilling is again not there in your syllabus. Hmm. BTA, I'll only give you some, basics. In case of BTA drilling, you use inserts, coated inserts, and that is one thing. And second thing is you can see this. The beauty of this BTA drilling is you can move these inserts in and out. So it can be used as a boring bar. So with the help of this, you can adjust these inserts. You can move this in and out so that you can vary the size. See, normally in drilling, the size is fixed. 10 mm drill will only do drilling of 10 mm, but here in this case if this is say 25, it has a range. It can do drilling from 25 to 27 or 28, depends upon what range that drilling head has. This is a huge boring machine which is used to enlarge the hole. Computerized numerical control machine. This is the table on which your workpiece is mounted, and this is what spindle in which or boring head in which your boring bars are mounted. So this we are going to study in boring machines. So BTA drilling and gun drilling you can skip. Yeah. All of you have seen this. That is your portable drilling machine. You must have seen that many times these electricians, wiremen, they carry this for drilling. This is the drill. This is the chuck. You have a chuck key, but most of the times they fix or remove the drill manually only. So this is called the portable drilling machine. Portable means it can be machine can be moved anywhere from place to place. That's why it is called the portable drilling machine. Hmm. Sensitive drilling machine. So these are used for smaller workpieces. And why it is called the sensitive drilling machine? Because these are generally accurate. Hmm. They are generally accurate. But if it is belt driven, accuracy is less. This is what is belt. This belt is over here. Belt is here. Again, manually it can be moved up and down. Then component is kept here. Workpiece is kept here. Again, remember this can be moved up and down. You have to just loosen this lever so that it can move up and down in order to adjust or in order to accommodate the height of the workpiece. At the same time, this can be swelled also along this axis. Along this, see, this is a ground column. This is called the column. So around this, you can swell also. So if the workpiece is large enough, if the width is more, then you have to swell it and bring that position of the hole to be drilled exactly below the drill and do the drilling. So this is the advantage of swelling. But the disadvantage is that it cannot take heavier workpieces. Because you see, if it has to be, whenever, see, the basic principle is, if you want to do heavier workpieces machining, then your workpiece should not move. Your workpiece should remain stationary. That is the principle. So in that case, you have to always go for fixed bed type machine. Means your workpiece is mounted there and it doesn't move. Because if the workpiece weight is say 1 ton or 2 ton, and if you want to move that such a heavy workpieces, yeah, such a heavy workpieces, then the motors, then structure, everything, differs. Everything differs. You have to employ higher HP machines. You have to employ higher HP machines. So those machines and the design manufacturing goes very complex, right? So this cannot take more than 100 kg, because it has to sustain, this table has to sustain the weight of the workpiece. You can go through this. This is a geared type sensitive drilling machine. So far we discussed that the drill can be moved manually. Now, in this geared type sensitive drill machine, you can move the drill automatic, and that is like our lathe machine, how we can move the drill also, you can move the drill in auto. So the purpose of moving the drill in auto is that you get a good finish. That is one thing. And second thing, if you want to do reaming, reaming is another operation. Reaming is used for finishing the hole. That is, if you want the hole size very accurate, and if you want a good finish, then you have to go for reaming. Reaming cannot be done manually, because if you are doing manually, then you don't get a good finish. So reaming has to be done in auto mode, in automatic feed. So that's why most of the drilling machines, they have this facility of auto feed. Remember, when you are doing drilling, or when you are calculating the machining time for drilling and reaming, yesterday he was asking what is the weightage, so 5 to 10 marks. So you have to remember some few points, like when, if it is drilling, then you have to consider the, like suppose I want to find out the machining, estimate the machining time to drill say 75 long workpiece. Then if it is drilling, you have to consider the machining length 75 only, because drill goes slowly, and then we retract the drill rapidly. हम लोग rapidly उसको बाहर लेते हैं. But so that means you have to consider only 75 Of course, there is some approach and overshoot, over travel to 2 that I didn't tell you. So if it is a 75 then 2 approach and 2 over travel. So, and of course for the point also. So in case of drills, you have to consider the point length also, point height we called as. So generally you can take that point height as 5 So if it is 75 thickness, then 75 plus 5 is the point height, and then 2 approach. So actual length will be 82. But if the numerical, if they ask that the hole is to be reamed, I want 25 H7. H7 is nothing but tolerance. You learn slowly. What is that tolerance is H7. So 20. Whenever I say H7, that means the whole size should be 25.00 plus minus 0.02 or plus 0.02. The size should be H7. So in that case, you have to go for reaming, because drilling operation will never give accuracy of, or accurate all the holes within an accuracy of 0.02. You have to go reaming. You have to do reaming. The accuracy of drill is 0.1, 0.1. So if the numerical, in the numerical, if it is said that the reaming is to be done on 75 long workpiece, then you have to remember, you have to calculate the length 75 in and 75 out, because in reaming operation, the reamer goes in feed slowly, and at the same time the reamer comes out also slowly, because if you retract the reamer rapidly, like in case of drill, अगर आप ड्रिल बाहर निकालते हैं हाँ फटाक से, वैसे suppose if you remove the reamer, then it will damage the surface finish. So our purpose is that we should get a good surface finish. So in case of numerical as for calculating the reaming time, then you have to consider the travel length twice, remember. Hmm? You can please write it down, this one. Otherwise then you will not get full marks. Some marks will be cut. Nowadays we don't get straight away zero, we give some marks for the, even if the answer is wrong, we give some marks for the, you know, um, for steps. Earlier, in our when we learn, uh, even if for a single mistake, or even if the final answer is wrong, we used to get 0 marks, we say. In case of, in suppose if the circuit diagram, if you don't show the switch in a circuit diagram, we used to get 0 marks. Our teacher used to say, अरे switch नहीं है, circuit काम करेगा क्या? नहीं. Then it is wrong. Wrong means you are entitled to get 0 marks. But now no such things. Even if this whatever mistakes you are done, like suppose if you are not shown the switch, then you lose half mark or 1 mark, like that it is. Hmm. So this is, another, sensitive type of drilling machine. This is a drill. You have a provision for coolant also. Again, this can be moved up and down. There is a facility for lubrication also. So that machine is called as the upright drilling machine. Upright, that is, it can move up, up and down. The photographs I showed, but you cannot sketch, isn't it? So if you want to sketch, you can sketch this. Pillar or upright. This is what is called the pillar. Pillar. It is also called the column also. Column and pillar, same thing. Now you are aware of this, so I did not spend much time on this. And what is this? This is of course a belt. And if you want to obtain the different speeds, then obviously you have to move belt from one pulley to another pulley. Uh, This is again a geared type upright drilling machine, and you have a rotary table. Here, this is a rotary table. Like suppose if you want to do a series of holes in an arc or in a circle, then in that case rotary table is helpful. Like suppose if you want to do 6 holes, hmm, so 6 holes will be at 60 degree, so you have to just rotate the table at 60 degree, 60 degree. You don't have to move the workpiece, you don't have to do any alignment, so just rotate the rotary table 60 degree, do the drilling. Then second hole, rotate 60 degree, do the drilling, like that. So it is fast. So rotary table is also an accuracy, sorry, is also an accessory in case of drilling machine. This is your rack and pinion. This has been shown that how uh, you may have doubt that how does it move up and down. So you have a rack here. Rack means these are the gear teeth which are cut straight on a flat surface, and to which a pinion is meshed. To which a pinion is meshed. So a pinion is nothing but a small gear, and generally it is round pinion. So pinion is housed here. When you rotate this handle, pinion moves, and then pinion moves on the rack, so that your table moves and up and down. This is a photograph of radial drilling machine. This is a table. This is a 2-inch drill. Mm, You can have up to 3 inch, that is up to 75 mm only, not more than that. 75 mm machine itself is double the size of this. It has 75 mm, has almost 50 HP motor. So imagine if you want to do 100 mm, then what will be the size, or what will be the HP of the motor. So this head can move like this. These are the slide ways. See, these are the machined, these are the hardened, machined, ground, and lapped, on which this moves. And again, this entire arm, this radial arm, see, you have to hold it here. When you see this small handle here, you have to hold this, and then this can swing around this column. This can swing around this, and at a desired position, you have to lock this so that entire arm gets locked at a particular position. This is again a rotary table. So suppose if you want to do angles, angular drilling, then you prefer this. Now this is not a CNC machine. This has a DRO. Remember the difference between we have one module on CNCs. Remember the difference between DRO and CNC. CNC, that is computerized numerical control, will have a dedicated computer. DRO means no computer. Hmm. DRO stands for digital readout. So you will have only positions, like our railway platform ka digital clock. So it shows the time, say 9:13 expected time. So like that, it will give the position, where the machine is or where the drill is. These are some description, and this is a reference also for radial drilling machine. Again, if you want to sketch, then you can sketch this. Only one view is sufficient. This view is not required, because it will take time. And remember this, all the specifications are shown here, but the important specification is what is the maximum size of the drill that can be hold in the machine. All right, there are several other parameters, like what is the table size. In this case it is 550 mm. What is the height of this from the base? In this case it is 1080. How much this spindle can travel? 250. That means you can do drilling up to a depth of 10 inches. 250 mm means 10 inches. Then what is the distance between this column center to the spindle center? 1325. And what is the distance this? So this determine what is the maximum size of the workpiece which can be accommodated. Understand, no? So you cannot have more than 710, or I will say uska double. So 1400 roughly the diameter of the workpiece. Because if you try to hold more, then it will what interfere with this column. So safely you can go up to 1400 millimeter, or to be precise 141420, double of this 710. Another parameters are diameter of the column. So this is how machine can be specified. So you should know, because tomorrow when you go industry, and when if your boss asks you, chalo, we have to set up a project, and you want, we have to purchase radial drilling machines, lathe machine. So you must know how to order, you must know what are the specifications. And again, in specifications you will have, what is the speed range available, what is the minimum speed, what is the maximum speed that is available on the machine. So the question that can be asked is, how the drill machine is specified, how the lathe machine is specified, and how the milling machine is specified. That's all. Not more than that questions. Hmm. So radial drilling machine, already. Hmm. You can, if you wish, you can use this also, sketch, but the earlier was better. This is called the column. As I told, these are the guide wedge. Along this column, the entire machine moves or the swings. Now there are other machines called the universal and semi-universal. Uh, so in case of semi-universal, now see, you note this. It can be swung. It can be rotated. The entire, this drilling head can be rotated, along this axis. Suppose if I call this as x-axis, and if this is z-axis, then this entire the head can be rotated about x-axis with the help of this. That is what is semi-universal. And in case of universal, it can be rotated along this also. So along this and along this. So in case of universal, it can be rotated about y-axis as well as x-axis. And rotation about z-axis, you don't have to bother. You can use rotary table, isn't it? So that rotary table, the rotation of the rotary table is nothing but the z-axis. All right. So that is the type of the drilling machine. These are some photographs. So bench drilling machine, radial drilling machines, uh, universal drilling machine, semi-universal drilling machine. Then you have gang drilling machine. Gang, you know, no? Gang. Gang means more than one person or usually three or four peoples, isn't it? So gang drilling machine means now you have four spindles at a time. So all these four operations will be done simultaneously. So it is faster, mass production. But for the repetitive components, same and same components, usually in the automobile industry, gang drilling machine is used. This is how it will look like, gang drilling machines. So at a time, four holes will be drilled. A type of a drilling machine. These are the different operations which can be performed on the drilling machine. One is your drilling, then another is boring. Boring is nothing but enlarging the hole, and then countersunking. Countersunking means chamfering. Chamfering. Then reaming. This is important. This, what are the different operations can be done on drilling machine? So drilling, boring, countersinking, and reaming, counter boring, then tapping. Tapping is nothing but internal threading. Hmm. So it can be asked for 5 marks, remember. Hmm. So you have a special purpose machine on drilling machine. This is called the rotary multi-station drilling and tapping machine. So it's a SPM, just to for your knowledge. So so here from examination point of view, how the drilling machine is specified, what are the different operations that can be done on the drilling machine, what are the types of drilling machine, four to five questions, you know, that is, what are the different operations, then type of the drilling machine, how the drill machine is specified, then draw and sketch uh, radial drill machine. So four to five, typical questions. Fifth question will be numerical. All right. So with this, we'll stop and we'll meet tomorrow. So if you have any doubt, please let me know. Yes, please. If any doubts, everybody is waiting for short break. Hungry.
Yes, sir. I
Happy
was
time.
also the same thing only.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Adnan.
Yes, sir. Sir, we don't had a
Break.
breakfast also, na, and
Yeah,
next
yeah, yeah. I understand. Yeah,
after.
understand. Okay, fine. If you have doubt, you ask. You can post me also. Doubts. Doubts can be asked on WhatsApp number also. Uh, Fine. If you want to take leave, you can take a leave. Thank you, all of you. So we'll see. We'll meet
Thank you,
tomorrow.
sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Most welcome. Most welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Most welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. So thank you once again.